Throughout my experience, since the launch of the first large language model, ChatGPT, and throughout my many discussions with clients, with collaborators, with partners, etc., I've really been thinking about what is the best way to actually interact with ChatGPT or Perplexity or Gemini or Llama or any other large language model. And I have developed a framework that I delineate in my research and in my book, The AI-Powered Mindset. And in this prompting or effective prompting framework, I focus on 4 important steps or key points that you have to take into consideration while interacting with the artificial intelligence. First of all is what I call the warm-up. Before you actually get straightforward into the topic and hit the heart of the topic, you want to warm up the AI to that subject. You want to actually put it in the loop slowly and progressively. You don't want to be using abrupt, sudden, severe or aggressive kind of prompts. You want to take time, give it time, warm it up, and avoid to actually moving abruptly and suddenly from 2 or completely different topics. Don't move from a topic which is about a purely medical topic into a topic which is totally about something else, which is music composition, for instance. You need to give the AI the time to adjust to the topic. So warm it up. Start by saying something like, I have been facing some fatigue due to the workload in my job, and I've been facing some symptoms for stress, and I would like you to help me through the process of diagnosing my situation currently. I would like to know a little bit more whether it's about workload, is it about my time management, organization. So you're preparing the AI to understand the context. So you warm it up, the AI, get it in the loop, and that will help the AI to actually prepare itself and structure its even the kind of data or the blocks of data that it will use in generating the response. The second element is the micro-tasking or the task decomposition. That is a very important element. A lot of the clients I work with are the friends that they ask me about artificial intelligence and what is the best way to use it. I noted that there is this mistake which is pretty common, is that many people actually, they have a big task, which is writing a dissertation, and they go actually and just paste a prompt which will ask the AI to write a full dissertation. It does not make sense, and the AI does not work like that. You need to take it step by step. You need to hold his hand, her hand, AI, and take it down the road step by step. So whenever you have a big project, a big task, a big goal that you want to achieve, you want to micro-task it. Decompose that big task into micro-tasks and start warming up the model task by task by task by task, and that will yield you the best results, because that is much more efficient, much more performant, and much more smarter to get to interact with the AI than actually giving it the task in one big block, because it's either going to refuse to do the task because it just beyond its actual capabilities. And in many of the cases, it actually tells you it's beyond my capabilities. But it's not true. It's not that the AI is not capable of doing that, but just it's not capable of providing you with a response given the kind of prompt that you have provided. So you want to actually micro-task, decompose the tasks into micro-tasks, and take it slowly through the process of completing that task. So number 1 is the warm-up. Number 2 is the task composition. Number 3 is provide feedback. Coming back to the same point, in artificial intelligence, you're fine-tuning it and refining it and tailoring it and personalizing it, hyper-personalized to your own needs. And one of the best ways to do that is to provide it with feedback. You want to provide it with feedback because why? Because in artificial intelligence, especially the generative AI models, they work following the principle of reinforced learning. So which means It's important. It's like a kid. You tell them, good, great job, amazing, very good. They will do that again. They will save that information as I have done a great job and I need to duplicate and replicate that work again. Tell them, no, that's not the correct answer. That's not what I meant. I want you to restructure the answer. It's important to actually go into that level of connection and interaction in the conversation with the AI. You need to provide it with the feedback. Good, bad, very good, but you could have changed this. If you allow me, I might have a better way for doing this. I have another suggestion. And you have to do it politely. Use please, use kindly, and draft your language. That's important. And this way, what you're actually doing is that you're standing out. You're standing out from the crowd because you're actually refining the model to learn more about you, to understand who you are as a person, what is it you want, and to refine the answers for future interactions. A lot of people tell you that the ChatGPT don't remember. They do remember. They do remember every single conversation that you have with them, every single sentence that you tell them, everything is stored there. So work on building this refining process through providing feedback and interaction. 3 elements. Now, the 4th element, and also that's a very interesting element, is what we call the reverse prompting. Reverse prompting is remember that here we're talking about prompting, like what is the best way to design my prompt. Now, once you have gone through this process of hit and trial, and you have finally achieved that prompt, which should yield you the kind of output and result that you're looking for. Now, what you want is to reverse engineer the process. You want to ask the AI, you want to tell her, you want to tell him, now, if next time I would like to get the same answer, what should I ask you as a prompt? And that's genius way for doing that. And it was actually once suggested to me by a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, who suggested to me that methodology. So I tried it, and it's really makes a difference. And the good thing is that actually AI will draft for you the prompt, and then you will save that prompt for future interactions. And also you would understand what is its expectations in terms of prompting and designing the prompt.